Hello, it's Heather. Today I've got 4 circular wooden door signs we're going to make, and hopefully there'll be one or more that you like that you can make for yourself. The first one, I'm starting out with these circular pieces of wood, and I got these from Oriental Trading Company. They aren't the real large ones. I think they're about 10 to 12 inches, so not the super large ones, and they're very lightweight. So I painted it a rough gray color. I didn't want to make it completely covered in paint, so it looked a little aged. And then I went ahead and put on the words hello that I did use my Cricut for, but you can use stickers or freehand. Then I'm taking some twine and wrapping around twice to the bottom front, just to add a little character to the bottom. And then I'm going to make a bow out of this burlap ribbon. I'm going to fold it over upon itself 6 times. Then I'm going to put little slits in the sides of each side and wrap it with some twine to tie it off, and then I can fluff up the bow. And you just want to keep working it until you get it just how you want. And I'm going to put that up towards the top. And then after I get it glued down, I'm just going to fluff it up some more. I'm going to dovetail the end of my ribbon. And then I'm going to embellish it a little more. Since this one's kind of for fall, I thought I would take some of these leaves from Dollar Tree. There's some tannish golden ones that I'm going to use, and the green ones to tone down the gold a little bit. And I'm just going to glue those up under the bow. And I'm putting down the gold ones first and then the green over top. I just want to get all of them tucked up under the bow good so the glue doesn't show. And now I'm going to make a little hanger for the top. I'm just using some jute twine and using some hot glue to hold down the ends. And after that dries, it's all ready to go. Our next sign is going to be done a little differently. I had it recorded to some music, so just sit back and watch the next one. Hello, I hope everyone's well today. We're going to be making a farmhouse door sign. So as you can see, I've got a circular wooden piece, and I did get these on Oriental Trading Company website, which I will link in the description. And I'm going to put 3 coats of paint on it. After that, I did use my Cricut for the lettering. Now, of course, you can always handwrite it if you don't have access to a Cricut or you're not comfortable using one. And I went with the words hay, H-A-Y, since it's going to be a cow with it, and y'all. So I decided I wanted this cow head in between hay and the y'all. So I did print out this outline of one. And as you can see, it's a little intricate, so it took me a few little tries to get it to come off the paper just right. But it was definitely worth it. And I did decide I wanted a bandana on my cow. And so, as you can see here soon, she looks really cute. Now, after I get both pieces done, I'm going to put them on some transfer tape. And this is because I don't want to individually place each letter, and I want to make sure everything's even, and it's just so much easier to do. So I'm just going to stick it on, and then I just am handy here with my scissors. You can use anything, and my Cricut comes with a little tool. But I'm just making sure it's all going to stick to the transfer paper when I pull off the white backing. You can see how easily they peel off. And here we're going to do the same thing with the cow. That one came off nice and easy. Then we're going to take our painted wooden circle, and we're just going to place the cow. He's going to be centered but down a little lower because we're going to have a bow and some florals up at the top. So as you can see, the transfer tape makes it easy getting everything in place. And I decided to put my hay and y'all at angles on either side of the nose. Now, since I did this relatively close to after the paint dried, I did have just a little paint come up there, you can see on the nose. But I decided that I wanted to distress things anyway, and so that kind of made it look kind of how I wanted it. So instead of sanding down, I kind of just took the edge of my scissors and made some little scrapes and little ding marks so it looks like it's worn. Of course, if you don't want to distress yours, that's fine. You don't have to do that either. And of course, I always take my Tim Holtz Distress ink in the color Burlap and just kind of go around the edges to, again, make it look a little distressed and not so brand new. Then I took some nautical rope from Dollar Tree to make a hang-around bag. And I took a couple ribbons. I have a teal one on the bottom and then the buffalo plaid on top. And I just made a big bow. I can show you a link down in the description box to how to make these bows. And it's from Olivia's Romantic Home. She makes great bows over there. After that, I just took some milkweed and stuck it in the side to give it a finished look. And that's all there is to it. I ended up keeping this one and I hung it up in my laundry room. Our next one we're going to make is going to be a mint green, and it's going to say hi on it. So I'm just going to start out by painting it. I want there to be a stripe of the natural wood, and that's why I put down the tape. And then we're going to have this portion of it being the mint green, and we're going to leave the other big portion the natural color. And this one's a little more spring and summery. My son's girlfriend just got a new house, and she loves the color mint, so I wanted to make her one for her door. But this will give you 4 different ideas on different things you can do with the circular wood discs. They're nice for a lot of different things. You can do about anything with them, and they're nice, lightweight, and a good size. And these were fairly inexpensive also. I believe I got 10 of them, 10 or 12 in a package. I'm putting a mint burlap and a regular tan burlap ribbon together. Now this does have the wire edging. And I'm just putting the bow together, getting it fluffed up a little bit. And this one didn't want to puff out for me too much. I think I made it a little too many folds over, and it just was a little too big for the small size that it is. But I just kept working with it. And you just have to keep going, and then I usually use my glue gun. It kind of helps if you can put a little glue in to help hold the center up how you want it, so it stays that way. And of course I'm making the nice dovetail edge on the ends. And here's where I started putting some glue on it. I am not the best of bow makers yet. I keep trying. Occasionally I can get them perfect, and then other times they're really a struggle. So I just keep going around and reworking it. It does help to have the wire edging on the ribbon, that's for sure. I did cut out the word hi with my Cricut on some cream colored vinyl, and you can see how our line turned out there. I'm going to be setting this so it hangs a little bit crooked on purpose. So I'm going to put the hi on, and then that'll determine where I'm going to put the bow. Just have to rework that transfer tape sometimes so it doesn't rip off your paint. So after I get the bow on, I am going to take some florals to stick in the sides just to liven it up a little bit. So I'm going to glue down everything. And with the florals, you just want to make sure you get everything underneath the bow so that the glue and everything's hidden and doesn't show. And get my other one on there. And then I'm going to make a little hanger for the back. And that's it for this one. I hope you were inspired by one of these or all of them. Just 4 different ideas of things you can do with the wooden circles. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I appreciate you for watching. And we'll see you next time. Bye.